Bitcoin has just done something for the third time in its whole history. So what is it? As you may have deduced in front of you, the 21-week EMA in the yellow has crossed the 100-week EMA shown in the blue. Historically, when that has happened, the bottom is in for the bear market. So let's look at it zoomed out on a bigger picture, going all the way back in Bitcoin's history. Let's take a look-see. So first time it happened, let's go back and look at the first moment back in 2015. We crossed right here, and it just so happens as we crossed during that exact week, we bottomed right here, right at the ripe old price of $165. Right, fast forward. Right, it doesn't mean you have to come right out of it. It doesn't mean we go to the moon, right? Only up mode, no. Right, you can see we spent a good amount of time, right, before we even started to get bullish, right? Almost another year, right? We're looking like 300 days till we really get it moving again. So keep that in mind. So just because the bottom's in doesn't mean only up. Now let's look at the 2018 market, right? We crossed right here. That same week, the bottom is in. The exact same week, the bottom is in. Does that mean you go immediately up? Well, even though we did, we came right back down, right? And we spent still a considerable amount of time before getting more bullish, right? Another 3 months, really, until we started taking off. And even then, right, it wasn't the final time. So, but the low was in. The bottom was in. So here's our third time in Bitcoin's history that the 21-week has crossed the 100-week. Is the bottom in again? We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, history, obviously the first time for everything. Does it guarantee the bottom is in? Of course not. Could we spend another 100 to 300 days down here? Of course, right? That would probably be the odds. But just showing in history a third time for Bitcoin, and we will see if we get the third time charm, or are we going to do something for the first time ever. So not only that, got a little bonus if you're still here. We're looking at the 5-day Gaussian channel on Bitcoin. And what do we have? Well, let's go back and look at any time Bitcoin has fallen under the Gaussian channel during the low. How about a measured move and see what that looks like from the low at the exact point. So measured move down around 50%, just shy of 50%. You got that? How about the next time? Even the pandemic drop. How far did it fall outside of the Gaussian channel on the 5-day? 45%. So we got like a 48, a 45. How about this time? Any guesses? Let's take a look-see. At the bottom, 52%. So a farther drop this time than in Bitcoin's history outside of the Gaussian channel. What does that mean? Does that mean we're definitely bottoming? Does that mean we're doing something for the first time? Well, we'll look back in history. We'll look back in a year from now, 2 years from now. We'll be able to tell what that meant. But just wanted to point that out that, you know, roughly the same drop from 2018 drop, from the pandemic drop, and from now, roughly about 50% outside to the bottom side of the 5-day Gaussian channel. As we were red, right? Turn red here, turn red here, turn red here. So we will see what the future holds for us. Nice and short, sweet video on Bitcoin today. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you already knew that. Let me know if you don't care. All right, let's look at the quote of the day. And there are 2 ways in spreading light: to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. Car of the day, the Jeep, climbing up a rock. That's what Bitcoin is doing as we speak. So will Bitcoin fall? Will the Jeep fall? Does this Jeep fall or does it continue up? We will see. That is Bitcoin in a nutshell on the BLX. Let's just take a look. Let's just zoom in on the daily and see where we're at, if you're still with me. We want to be watching moving averages as we approach. Look at the EMA 8. The EMA 8 is going to be your friend right now, right? We've tagged off the bottom side of it. Historically, you know, the last time we hit it, after, you know, a big drop, look at that. A rise up to it, next day, rejected off of it. Look at the fall down, rise up to it, next day, well, we'll see, right? A lot of people bullish right now, but we haven't even closed above the EMA yet. That's their first moving average, right? If we can close above here, then we can start talking shop for the next moving average. Until we close above the EMA 8, this is just a rally, okay? Plain and simple. Have a good one.